Boy. You guys ever get ripped off by an ex-member of one of your favorite bands? It's story time. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool things almost every single day. I have a feeling that today is not going to be one of those days. We are going to be unboxing and reviewing something, but is it going to be cool? No, it's definitely not. I'm actually super irritated. So let's go ahead and just fill you guys in, give you some pretext on what you're about to see in this package, and we'll go from there. A while back, I started doing some collaboration videos with Ed Edmonds over on the Distortions Unlimited channel. Ed approached me and said, hey, we need to do a video series together where we talk about all of the Distortions masks and props that have been used by different bands over the years. Seeing as how I absolutely love Distortions Unlimited, and I'm pretty knowledgeable about pretty much all of the masks and props that are out there in circulation with different bands, I figured this was the perfect collaboration. So we shot an episode. It did really well. Everybody was happy. I had a great time. Well, that episode just so happened to be about the Distortions Unlimited Babyface mask, or most well known in the Slipknot fandom as the Cuddles mask. And that is because this mask was used by a member of the band in the pre-self-titled days who went by the name Cuddles, aka Greg Welts. Well, a while later, I got in contact with Greg Welts and said, hey, can I send you a mask and have you paint it for me in the same fashion that you did back in the day when you were wearing this mask with Slipknot? He said yes, absolutely. I asked him for a price. He said $100, so I went ahead and ordered one of these Distortions Babyface masks, and the mask that came in happened to be the same exact mask that Ed made in that collaboration video, so it was a very sentimental piece. Ed had signed the inside letting me know exactly what mask it was, so obviously that was a pretty special mask to me. When I unboxed it, I was like, hell yeah, this is fucking sick. I received the mask that was literally made in video with my all-time favorite mask company, Distortions, and my good friend Ed Edmonds. The fact that he even thought to set that one to the side to send to me later was pretty cool. So, after talking to Greg about the conversion, and after just so happening to receive this mask from Ed, I thought that it was the perfect combination. I was literally taking the mask that was created in the video about these masks, where we talk about the person that made these masks famous with Slipknot, and I was sending that mask to the person that made them famous in Slipknot, Greg Welts. Little did I know what this experience would become. Now, I never even thought it possible for Greg to be able to fuck this up, but let me tell you guys, I'm pretty sure he fucked it up. Obviously, I don't have the mask out of the package yet, but I did receive photos of it before he sent it out, and it just wasn't what I paid for. So, let's go ahead and take the mask out of the package. We'll show it off a little bit, and then I will further explain the situation at hand. So we will go ahead and pull this guy out of here. I'm already a little disappointed because before I ever even saw the mask, Greg said that he felt bad about the weight and that he would be throwing in some signed sticks, which obviously are not in this package. This is not nearly big enough to hold one or more drumsticks. This is a pretty small box, definitely not long enough, so I know that there aren't any signed sticks in here unless they're broken in half, but I doubt it. So let's go ahead and get on into the package and take a look at the mask. Alright, so I do see something on the top here. Obviously not a drumstick, but it looks like a signed poster. So that's pretty cool. We'll set that to the side, and before we pull this mask out, again, I just want to preface this with I wasn't exactly expecting a completely accurate conversion. Obviously, that's not the point in this project. I've done the accurate conversions. Those are already in my collection. The purpose of this was to have a replica done by the guy that made the mask famous, done by the guy that literally made the mask look like that and kind of gave the mask a life of its own. Now, with that being said, this was never supposed to be a custom piece, and I do have screen caps verifying that Greg knew to paint this the same way that he painted his back in the day. Now, how you fuck this up, I do not know. Just for comparison, this is all I expected. Some purple around the eyes and some red smeared on the lips. I could do that. You could do that. My 5-year-old nephew Reggie could do that. A blind person could probably do that if you told them what paint was blue and you let them feel the mask a little bit. They would probably get it closer than what I'm about to show you. So again, I wasn't expecting a perfect replica. All I wanted was something that resembled his mask back in the day, and I know that he's capable of this because I've seen 2 other copies that went to 2 other collectors that were Close enough. Just throwing it out there, this was never supposed to be a custom piece. This was verified with Greg. I literally paid him money for this. And again, I wasn't expecting a completely perfect, accurate replica, but I was definitely not expecting whatever the fuck is going on with this. So, what we have here is, you know, it's a lot of blues. And it's definitely painted, but I'm really not sure what to think here. I'm definitely not happy. And after Greg showed me the photos of the finished piece, I said, hey, that doesn't look right. And I really tried to get him to understand that this wasn't really what we agreed on, but he said this was the concept for his mask and that it was changing every show. So he was just painting up the theme for me, but it just doesn't fucking do it for me, man. I don't know. I'm really disappointed. And the reason that I'm so disappointed, fuck the money, fuck the Cuddles mask. The reason I'm so bummed is because of how this perfect thing lined up as getting the mask from Ed from the video where we literally talk about this mask and its history and Greg and how he was the one that kind of gave it a life. And then I send it off to just literally have some purple put around the eyes and some red smeared on the face, and that this is what I got. Now, had Greg and I not specified exactly what I wanted out of this project, and I just sent this to him to do some sort of custom paint job, obviously I would be pretty stoked with this. It is not a bad looking mask. It's kind of cool, but it's just not what I paid for, and I hate to sound like a little bitch here, but my feelings are hurt for Ed. I'm bummed out about the piece that I sent him. I could have just sent him any old Cuddles, but I figured this was going to work out to be like the mega project between the three of us, and this is what I got. And now it's to the point where it's like, if I go ahead and touch this up, that kind of ruins the whole purpose of sending it to Greg to have him paint it in the first place. If I keep it like this, obviously I'm unhappy with the entire transaction, and if I sell it, then I'm like pretty much literally getting rid of a gift that Ed gave me that was special on its own. So I'm just really stuck here in this like confused state of just like, what the fuck? Just really wondering how you mess something like that up. And like I said, I asked Greg before he shipped it what the deal was, and he took absolutely no initiative to say, hey, you know what, I will fix it. I mean, there's no way that he looked at this and thought that that's what I wanted, and I literally told him that that's not what I wanted after he showed it to me, and he still just shipped it out the next day the way that it was. So whatever, it is what it is. I don't know, maybe I am just a little pansy about this, but then there's other stuff like you voluntarily said that you were going to send me some signed sticks, which yes, I appreciate the poster, but I was looking forward to sticks because then at least I could make some sort of cool little display with this guy, and I didn't get those either. So yeah, there's my Greg Welch story. Sorry to shit on an ex-member of one of my favorite bands, but yeah, is what it is, I guess. Now, as far as this being a custom painted piece from Greg, fuck yeah, it's pretty cool, I like it. Alright, so there's that. I hate to make a video like this, trust me, I would have much rather this whole project just worked out fantastic and I could be showing you guys a really cool mask right now, but like I said, it is what it is. I'll go ahead and leave you guys with some nice up-close shots of this mask, and that will be that. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, I guess. I don't know, I haven't enjoyed it. But yeah, until next time, this has been AJ Good at the House of Masks telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and no to projects that you don't think that you can pull off, and we will see you guys later.
Bushy here, Greg Welch, aka Cuddles, the original number 3 percussionist for Slipknot, and today I am doing a reproduction of my mask for AJ Good, and I'll be using pens because back then I was much more of a better artist with pens and drawing than I was a painter. Not so much today, but so to duplicate it, I will stick with pins so I can get that original idea. So